Michael the Supreme Warrior, the battle that caused 1/3 of the angels to fall. The hook. Forget everything you think you know about celestial peace. What if I told you the history of the universe is scarred by a battle so immense, so utterly destructive, that it literally ripped the fabric of heaven apart? This isn't just a story of good versus evil. This is the ultimate civil war. A conflict that saw brother turn against brother. An archangel challenged the Creator, and one single, blazing figure rise to defend the cosmic order. I'm talking about Michael, the Supreme Warrior. And today we're diving deep into the most consequential, most terrifying battle ever fought. The war in heaven. The battle that caused 1/3 of all angels to fall. You are not prepared for this. Hit that like button, subscribe, and let's get into the fire. Setting the stage. The architects of rebellion. To understand the fall, you must first understand the height of the perfection they abandoned. Heaven was a realm of pure light, unblemished harmony. But even in paradise, the seeds of ambition and ego can take root. Our antagonist is Lucifer, the light-bringer. He wasn't some minor demon. He was perhaps the most beautiful, most powerful of all created beings. The jewel in the crown. He was perfection, and that was the problem. His brilliance bred pride. The central issue? Worship and subservience. Lucifer could not accept kneeling before humanity, or perhaps before the very authority that created him. He began to sow dissent. A charismatic leader, he whispered doubts into the ears of the other angels. He didn't just walk out. He convinced a staggering 1/3 of the heavenly host to join his cause. Think about that. A legion of the most powerful beings in existence, turning their swords against their home. This wasn't a skirmish. This was a cosmic revolution. The call to arms. Enter Michael. But against the tide of darkness and rebellion, a champion emerged. Not the most beautiful, not the highest ranking perhaps, but the one whose loyalty was an unshakable fortress. Michael. His name itself is a defiant challenge. Michael literally means who is like God. When Lucifer declared war, Michael didn't hesitate. He was the field commander of the Lord's army, the supreme warrior. His role wasn't diplomacy, it was decisive action. The Bible describes this confrontation with chilling simplicity, and there was war in heaven. Michael and his angels fought against the dragon, and the dragon and his angels fought back. Imagine the sound, not of earthly cannons, but the clash of divine will, the shattering of celestial light, the screams of beings who had never known pain. These weren't men fighting. These were immortal powers colliding. Every single blow could reshape constellations. The stakes? Nothing less than the complete destruction of God's plan and the establishment of an egotistical tyrant in the place of cosmic order. Michael was the last line of defense. The climax, the blade of truth. The battle raged. It was not fought in a single day, but across the vast expanse of the cosmos. Lucifer's forces were driven by pride and fierce power. But Michael's side was fueled by something stronger, unwavering faith and absolute moral certainty. The crucial moment, the point of no return, came when Michael faced Lucifer directly. Lucifer, majestic and arrogant, believed he was superior. He saw Michael as merely a loyal dog. But Michael possessed the one weapon Lucifer lacked, humility. His strength was not his own, but the reflection of the authority he served. Michael's blade wasn't just metal, it was the truth. And when that truth met the lie of Lucifer's pride, the immense power of the rebellious archangel shattered. Michael didn't just want to fight. He won a war of principle. He physically and spiritually cast Lucifer, now known as Satan, out of heaven. The fall, cosmic catastrophe. With their leader defeated, the 1/3 were annihilated from heaven's records. They didn't just leave, they were hurled out. This is the catastrophe. 1/3 of heaven's population was lost. Imagine a major world power losing 1/3 of its entire military instantly. The balance of the cosmos was fundamentally altered. Order was restored, but not without immense cost. The fallen became the demons, the forces of spiritual darkness, now residing in the deepest parts of creation, the abyss. They are no longer angels. They are the scarred, hateful remnants of the divine. This single battle explains all the evil, all the temptation, all the spiritual conflict we see in the world today. It explains why there is a fight for your soul. It's the cosmic ripple effect of Michael's victory and Lucifer's subsequent defeat. The legacy and call to action. Michael the Supreme Warrior is more than just a mythological figure. He represents the uncompromising power of loyalty and the absolute necessity of defending truth when the world, or the heavens, falls into chaos. His battle was the defining moment that separated the cosmos into light and shadow. But here's the viral question I have for you. If you were one of the angels and you saw Lucifer, the most dazzling being in existence, promise you freedom and power, would you have followed the 1/3 or stood with Michael? Let me know in the comments below. I read every single one. Hit the like button if you think Michael is the ultimate celestial hero. Subscribe and turn on notifications because next week we are analyzing the other 2/3, the cherubim and the seraphim, the angels who stayed. Thank you for watching and never stop looking up.